Welcome to a Word of Hope. I'm Brother Edward coming to you from Madison, Wisconsin on this memorial of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Today, the Church pauses, if you will, in its Advent readings to reflect upon a very American miracle. The vision of Juan Diego had of Our Lady in the 16th century. The image itself is remarkable, but the message is even more remarkable because Mary tells Juan Diego to go to the bishop and tell him to bring the church to the indigenous peoples of the Americas. And the bishop, in his skepticism, tends to dismiss Juan Diego. And so Mary gives a sign of her image on Juan Diego's poncho, which begins the evangelization of the Americas. Pope St. Paul VI, in his apostolic letter on evangelization, says the goal of his evangelization is to permeate the culture of the people so that Christ in his message is a lived cultural experience. If you know people from Mexico or have been to Mexico, it's not easy to avoid Our Lady of Guadalupe. She is literally everywhere. If you stop in the gas station at the checkout, there's an image of Our Lady. You see it on the rear windows of cars. You see it everywhere. Yeah, I've even seen tattoos of her on people's arm. So she is so part of the Mexican faith experience that it's hard to be a Mexican without knowing her. And we see this also in the southwestern part of our country. So the challenge that Mary gives to this bishop to bring the church to the people is that message she's also given to us, to bring the gospel to permeate the culture of our country. In the United States, we have a Christian culture of sorts, but there's also elements that are very secular. And we're going to see that at Christmas, that sometimes even in our Catholic homes, we don't have images of the nativity. But here in this image of Mary, who's an indigenous woman in the image, very much expecting a child, the message reaches the people of Mexico in the 16th century and continues to reach them. She is a source of identity, of hope, and great charity for those people who follow the way of Our Lady of Guadalupe. So on this day, when we celebrate a very American feast, let us try in our own humble way to impregnate ourselves with Christ and his Blessed Mother in our culture.